One, two. everyone. Welcome. If you're not already doing so, will you please join me by rising for the singing of our national anthem by our CHS Select Senior Choir.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. You may all be seated.
Bear with me, guys. I kind of lost my voice, so stick with me. Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and the outstanding class of 2026. Welcome to Cheltenham High School's 142nd commencement ceremony. My name is Courtney Prosser, and it has been an honor to serve as your vice president for these past 4 years. Standing here on the stage today feels absolutely surreal. It feels like just yesterday we were walking into CHS for the first time, uncertain, nervous, and not really sure what we would endure for the next 4 years. I'll definitely miss walking through those halls, especially with some of you. I've had the privilege of watching each of you become your own person, finding your voice and your place. Each of us have changed in our own way, discovering who we are and what we're capable of. Looking back on these past years, I feel a deep sense of nostalgia. We've shared so many moments together. Some exciting, some challenging, and some, most importantly, some we'll never forget. I want to make sure I say that I'm proud of every single one of you. Obviously, our journey through high school hasn't been perfect, and it definitely wasn't easy. We faced challenges, setbacks, and moments where things felt overwhelming, but through every high and every low, we kept going. We supported each other, learned from our experiences, and grew stronger because of them. And today, we can finally say that we made it. As we move forward, I hope we carry these memories, lessons, and friendships with us. No matter where life takes us, we'll always share this chapter, one that shaped us into who we are today. I wish all of you success as you step into this next chapter of your lives. I hope all of you chase your goals endlessly and embrace every opportunity that comes your way. Enjoy your newfound freedom, embrace every opportunity, and welcome to adulthood. And never forget the memories and friendships that brought you here today. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emmeline Ravenel, and I'm the class secretary. I will be introducing our guests for tonight. First up, we have Superintendent Dr. Scriven. Then we have Assistant to the Superintendent, Dr. Thomas. We have our Principal, Dr. Hammond. And then our 6 Vice Presidents, or Principals, Dr. Callens, Ms. Felgois, Mr. Hoff, Ms. Lennon, Mr. Sheridan, Dr. Zubeiru. And now for our sponsors, we have Mr. Agard and Miss Agard. Now we have our board. We have Miss Mulhern, Miss Lohman, Miss Blitzstein, Mr. Burdell Williams, Mr. Epps, Miss Murphy, Mr. Schultz, Dr. Watts, and last and not least, Dr. Whiting.
Good evening. My name is Andy Jones, and I have served as class treasurer for the past 4 years. It is my honor to introduce Leah Mulhern, president of the Cheltenham School Board. Now in her 5th year as a school board director and her 1st year as president, Mrs. Mulhern has been a dedicated leader and advocate for our students and community. A Cheltenham resident for 17 years, she and her family have deep roots in the district, with 3 children currently enrolled in our schools. Over the years, Mrs. Mulhern has generously given her time volunteering with PTOs, UPG, and the Cheltenham Education Foundation, always working to strengthen the educational experience for all students. Professionally, she brings valuable experience in student affairs and higher education, as well as nonprofit fundraising and event planning. She holds a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from Eastern University and continues to give back as a trustee of her alma mater. Mrs. Mulhern joined the school board to ensure that the voices of parents and community members are heard, and she remains committed to fostering an environment where every student has the opportunity to belong, succeed, and thrive both academically and beyond. When she's not serving our district, you can find her in her garden or cheering on her children at Little League, lacrosse, unified sports, and volleyball. Please join me in welcoming the school board president, Mrs. Leah Mulhern.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Andy, for the introduction. Hello to our soon-to-be graduates, families, loved ones, faculty, staff, administrators, and my fellow board members. I am so happy to be here with you all tonight. Participating in graduation is truly one of the highlights of being on the school board. It brings us great joy to attend the biggest celebration of the academic year. In addition to celebrating, there is also enormous gratitude and a look to the future. Beyond the hard work and dedication you all showed as scholars in the classroom, there was also a commitment to extracurricular activities and school spirit. I know many of you worked diligently so that your peers would have lasting memories beyond the classroom. In the classroom, we have countless teachers, support staff, administrators who taught and guided you through your time in the Cheltenham School District. Lastly, we have parents, guardians, siblings, and other loved ones who supported you in infinite ways, including rides when you missed the bus, money when you needed it, a last-minute trip to the doctor for a PIAA form, looking for a lost Chromebook charger, all kinds of things. A big thank you to all of the students of the class of 2026, and also thank you to all of our wonderful staff and amazing families. I want to leave you with one thought beyond appreciation, and that is the importance of saying yes. Every time I have built a new friendship, had a new job or volunteer opportunity, or tried something new, it's because I said yes. Sometimes it's even just saying yes to myself. If you are heading off to college in August, inevitably somebody on your floor that you haven't met yet is going to invite you to dinner. Go with them, say yes. If you are starting a job soon, your boss might ask that you learn a new task that seems overwhelming, say yes. If you find yourself tired, overwhelmed, or stressed at any point, this is when you say yes to yourself. Yes to staying in, yes to getting some sleep or exercise or finding a hobby. Saying yes doesn't mean you don't have boundaries or you make foolish decisions. Don't hear me giving you permission to say yes to a bad situation. I am talking about the kind of yes that may put you out of your comfort zone or provide you with an opportunity that you didn't expect. The kind of yes that will lead you to joining a new club, making a new friend, or getting involved in your community. Because whether you end up in Cheltenham or anywhere else across the world, you and your community will need you to say yes. It has been an honor to be with you here tonight. Congratulations to the class of 2026. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you. It is bright because you are in it, hopefully full of gratitude and ready to say yes.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sephora Joby, and I'm your yearbook rep and social media officer of this year. Even though my role may not have been the most significant, I get the honor of introducing a very significant person in our district, Dr. Scriven. Dr. W. Scriven, an 83 Cheltenham High School graduate, became superintendent of the Cheltenham School District in November 2021, bringing nearly 2 decades of administrative experience. He began his education career in 1992 at Woodlawn High School in Baltimore County Public Schools, later serving as principal of Woodlawn Middle School and most recently as BCPS Chief Administrative and Operations Officer. He holds a doctorate in urban educational leadership from Morgan State University and a master's in supervision and leadership from the College of Notre Dame of Maryland, and bachelor's degrees in business education and business management from Bloomsburg University. As superintendent, Dr. Scriven is committed to building a district where every student is heard, supported, and prepared. He's committed to strengthening teaching, learning, investing in school leadership, and ensuring that Cheltenham remains a community where students thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. And now I would like to invite Dr. Scriven to the podium.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Bring
Thank you, Sephora, and thank you to our combined choir. Good evening to our families. Thank you for nurturing our extraordinary young people and sharing them with us. For every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice made so your child could stand in this place tonight. This community sees you, and we honor our families, our guardians, and the village. To our administration, faculty, and staff, thank you for pouring your passion and purpose into every lesson, every conversation, and every moment of investment. You did not just teach content areas, you helped forge this graduating class. And to our graduating class, tonight belongs to you. Tonight, I want to speak to you through something every farmer, every gardener, every grower understands. It will grow. It simply grows. Our community has done the same with you. Every lesson, every challenge, every tradition, every hand that guided you was never accidental. It was intentional cultivation. No seed grows without resistance. The shell must crack, the ground must press back, and the proof is not abstract. It is sitting right here on the lawn of Haber Green in caps and gowns this evening. Class of 2026, you are what faithful investment looks like. You are what it means to be planted, nurtured, and you stand ready. And tonight, you will rise as graduates. Tonight, I want to leave just a couple revelations rooted in who you are, who we are as a community, and why you are destined to become. First, it's in your DNA. Cheltenham School District sits at one of the most dynamic crossroads in the greater Philadelphia region, rich in diversity of race, culture, faith, and background. DNA in this context stands for diversity, nurturing, and achievement, the foundational code that defines who we are as a school community. Together, these three elements form the blueprint of a community where difference is a strength, every individual belongs, and excellence is a shared expectation. This graduating class is not defined by a single story. It is defined by the breadth of what is and what it has accomplished across disciplines, across arenas, across the full spectrum of what excellence looks like when a community invests deeply in its students. As we celebrate another senior class at Cheltenham High School, I cannot possibly share all of the accomplishments, achievements, and memorable moments from this past school year. However, here are just some outstanding highlights. In academics, this class produced multiple National Merit Scholars, one in particular who will take their gifts to one of the most prestigious universities in the nation to study molecular biology. On the track, the boys captured their fourth consecutive Suburban One League championship, and the girls earned their fifth straight title. Cross country captured the Freedom Division Championship, and this class produced a three-time PIAA state champion in the 100 meters and the two-time state champion in the 200 meters. On the tennis courts, multiple seniors captured the Suburban One Freedom Division Championship in singles and doubles. The boys, girls, soccer, lacrosse, volleyball, baseball, and softball teams had numerous student athletes who earned first team, second team, and honorable mention all honors. The boys and girls swimming and diving teams recorded 17 personal best performances. On the basketball court, a senior was named a Unifest Financial Featured Athlete on the Suburban One League platform, and 2 student athletes joined the prestigious 1,000 Point Club. Multiple Panthers from wrestling programs are Pennsylvania Wrestling Coaching Association All-Academic Honors, and one in particular earned both All-State and All-Academic Honors from the Pennsylvania Wrestling Association. Our color guard completed an undefeated season and captured the tournament's Indoor Association Region 3 Championship. Robotics, strong showing in 2 district competitions and was invited to the first Mid-Atlantic District Championship at Lehigh University for the first time in 10 years. In business and entrepreneurship, a senior founder placed 17th out of more than 200 teams in the Shark Tank-style collegiate business competition at Bloomsburg University, competing with companies built entirely around handmade, high-end, biodegradable collectibles made from paper. In the arts, a senior photographer student was named the judge's favorite at the Drexel University High School Photography Contest, selected from a field of more than 2,100 submissions. Through Eastern's Allied Health Program, a senior placed first in her category at the Pennsylvania Skills USA competition and will lead a 10-student delegation to compete nationally in Atlanta. In civic leadership, a senior was personally selected to accompany a state senator to the Pennsylvania Senate's special session at the Constitution Center, which occurred in May, serving as the 4th District's high school representative during America's 250th commemoration. In community recognition, 3 members of the CHS Black Scholars Program were honored as rising stars at the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce's Black History Month recognition. This class produced unified championships, but the deeper achievement is not the trophy. It is what this program produces in the people who participate in it. The athlete who learns that a teammate's value is not measured by conventional standards of performance. The student who discovers that showing up fully for someone else is its own form of excellence. And the young person stepping onto the field is genuinely seen as a competitor and a contributor. Performing Arts cast a crew produced a full theatrical production. Music programs hosted the Cavalcade of Bands Jazz Festival and the TIA Indoor Guard and Drumline Competition. This year, Cheltenham School District was recognized by the NAM Foundation, the National Association of Music Merchants, as one of the 2026 best communities for music education. Now, in its 27th year, the national designation is awarded to districts that demonstrate institutional commitment to music through measurable indicators, district-level support, instructional time, student participation rates, facilities, and community investment. To earn this recognition is to confirm what this community has always believed, that music is not a supplement to a well-rounded education. It is essential to one, and Cheltenham has the national designation to prove it. Across every one of these achievements runs a single thread: cultivation. This community has planted, watered, and tended, and these accomplishments are just a small part of that harvest. Second, we rise from something powerful. Yesterday, most of you as seniors walked back through the halls of your elementary and middle schools in caps and gowns, and the younger students lined up to cheer you on. What they saw was not just a graduating senior. They saw their future selves. Their own future was walking toward them in blue and gold, proof that the road they are on leads somewhere magnificent. Some of you hug teachers who first taught you to read. Some of you walked past that spot where you learned how to tie your shoe, learned to share, learned your first lesson about who you were and what you wanted to become. Some of you, like the 9 seniors who opened letters they had written to themselves as 4th graders at Myers Elementary, came face to face with the child you once were. And some of you had an opportunity to take a picture with Principal Teller at Wyncote, who also taught you when you were kindergartners at Wyncote Elementary. That child did not know exactly how the journey would unfold, but that child believed, and you are sitting here tonight as a result of your belief, perseverance, and grit. Third, your potential is yours to define and not for others to limit. There is another tradition at Cheltenham High School that has been running since approximately 2006, the blue and gold competition. Every student divided by last name, every year with a new theme, every year culminating in a great tug of war. The part I appreciate about that tradition is that you show up, you pull, and you don't let go. That is a metaphor for life. There will be systems that try to assign you to a team you did not choose. There will be people who decide what you are capable of based on a snap judgment, and your answer to that every single time is that you must pull harder and push through. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years behind prison walls. Those who put him there hoped that the time would break him. Instead, he emerged and declared, "It always seems impossible until it's done." You are not just living your story, you are rewriting what is possible for every young person who will walk behind you. Fourth and final revelation, when you rise, we all rise. Legacy is what you are leaving tonight, and legacy is what you are inheriting. When we say that you are our future, we are not speaking in sentiment, we are speaking in certainty. Tonight, you do not walk across this stage alone. You carry with you every educator who believed in you, every parent and guardian who sacrificed in ways you may not fully understand until you become a parent, every classmate who pushed you further than you thought you could go. Legacy is not a monument built in isolation. It is a living thing passed hand to hand, generation to generation. What you inherit tonight is the proof that it can be done. What you leave is the example that it will be done again. So when you rise to whatever life has purpose for you, and you will rise, know that your rising lifts the students who will sit in these seats next year, the students who will one day look at your life and say, if they could, so can I. We are certain that the class of 2026 will go into this world and do what Cheltenham students have always done, plant seeds in places that need them, tend to the growth of others, and produce harvests that no one saw coming. That is your legacy, that is your promise, and it begins tonight. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Cheltenham, we sing your praises, our dear high school of old. In our works we will give honor to the blue and the gold. Though the road ahead is stony, we will walk with footsteps bold, for you have taught us to have courage and bear pride to uphold.
Cheltenham, oh Cheltenham, oh
Many
Cheltenham,
cultures, many callings, many names all that you. Many voices all united for the gold and the blue.
Cheltenham, oh Cheltenham.
You have shaped us to be leaders, thinkers and creators too. So Cheltenham, we sing your praises, ever thankful for you.
Cheltenham, oh Cheltenham,
Cheltenham, we sing your praises as we go our own ways. May the times that we have shared here be alive to our days.
Cheltenham.
Friendships fade and memories weaken, and now new ones take their place. Oh, Cheltenham, we'll not forget you, ever singing your
Cheltenham, oh
praise.
Cheltenham, oh Cheltenham, your grace.
At this time, will Nia McKenzie come on up?
Good evening, class of 2026, friends and family. We did it. We finally made it. However, I'm sure making it looked very different for each of us. Some of us learned the balance between academics and fun, maintained a high GPA all 4 years, found support systems in teachers, mentors, counselors, or friends, became involved within our communities inside and outside of school, maintained healthy friendships and relationships, and made lifelong memories. Some of us discovered who we are outside of a letter grade, tried new things, stepped out of our comfort zones, and had an amazing high school experience. Others of us haven't quite learned how to balance school and the social life. GPAs went up and down. We struggled to figure out who to trust and who not to trust. We experienced drama, unhealthy friendships, feeling left out or isolated, lack of motivation, bullying, toxic environments and relationships, grief, burnout, peer pressure, and mental health battles. Some of us got in trouble one too many times. And trust me, I know that list goes on, and I could sit here and talk about it all day if time allowed. As for me, I've experienced many aspects of the typical high school experience. I've learned many lessons that could never be taught in a classroom. One of my favorite books growing up was Wonder. And a quote that has always stuck with me is, "You can't blend in when you were born to stand out." I have carried that quote with me throughout my entire high school experience. If anyone knows anything about me, I came to Cheltenham with a huge personality. I've always been loud and happy and outgoing, and I attended Cheltenham from 6th through 8th grade. And freshman year, I transferred to another school for academic and sports. Transferring back to Cheltenham sophomore year was one of the hardest obstacles I've ever had to face. Coming back to a place that once felt like home, only to feel like a complete stranger was rough. There were new friend groups, new bonds, and people I had never seen or even thought of before. I felt like everyone had already found where they belonged. I had people to be around, but not a distinct group like everyone else seemed to have. That transition became the ultimate test of the quote from Wonder. I spent so much time trying to blend back into what I once knew, until I finally realized I didn't have to pretend to be someone I'm not just to fit in. That rough start became the foundation for the much stronger version of myself that stands here today. Throughout my high school years, I've been hospitalized. The most recent time was for a concussion after I fell face first out of a cheer stunt and bust my chin wide open. Other times were due to mental health. For a long time, I thought the loud and happy version of me was the only version people would accept. I thought pretending to be okay, even when I wasn't, was the only way people would continue to talk to me or be around me. But being hospitalized taught me that there is immense strength in saying I am not okay. I learned that standing out isn't just about personality. Sometimes standing out means having the courage to be vulnerable in a world that constantly tells us to hide what we're going through. As I look around this room today, I know I've spoken for, or at least spoken to, a lot of you. Life is hard. It's not always fun. And honestly, this is just the beginning. Finishing my high school years at Cheltenham was hard, but very necessary. I've spent a lot of time healing from the racism, sexism, identity crisis, and classism I experienced at my previous high school. But if there's one thing Cheltenham will do, it will provide you with community. There will always be at least one person that looks like you, likes the same things you do, and understands how you feel. For me, the place I find those people at is right at Stratton Hall. You may have seen me on the stage as Donkey, Pugsley, or MC. I will never forget my first time performing in a high school show. The feeling of being able to be completely myself and to get to look inside and portray different characters is a feeling so free. I have been so blessed to have played a role every year and to have met some of my closest friends through CHS Music Theater. Speaking of community, there are a lot of people sitting in this room today who look like me. We are graduating into a world that will continue to test us. We will walk into spaces where we may be underestimated or looked down upon. But my time here taught me that the world's perception of me is not my reality. So let us leave here with our heads held high, not because the next chapter will be easy, but because every single one of us here is strong enough to face it. I hope you all choose to be authentically yourselves. Be the boldest person in every room you walk into, and never let anyone dim your light. As the greatest of all time, Jermaine Lamar Cole once said, "It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success." Let us remember that as we enter this next chapter of our lives. It will get harder. There will be days when you want to give up, days where you're thinking about pulling out the dusty bike from your basement because gas is now $5 a gallon. And whenever life feels like it can't get worse, it somehow might. But we will bounce back. We will see the light at the end of the tunnel. We will recognize that there truly is beauty in the struggle, and that sometimes things get worse before they get better. And we are the better this world needs. Many of us are now eligible to vote, to lead, to create change, and to become the voices the next generation looks up to. That is beyond powerful. So no matter where life takes us after tonight, college, the military, trade school, work, or simply just figuring out life one step at a time, never forget that your story does not end here. This is only the beginning. And when life tests you, because it will, remember the version of yourself sitting here today, the version that survived every bad grade, every heartbreak, every friendship breakup, every challenge, every loss, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, and yet you still made it to this stage. There is nothing weak about us. There is nothing ordinary about us. We are resilient, ambitious, and living proof that there truly is beauty in the struggle and that the struggle can still produce greatness. Class of 2026, do not shrink yourselves to make other people comfortable. Take up space. Be kind, be fearless, be loud about your dreams. Walk into every room knowing you belong there. And no matter how hard the world gets, never stop believing in your ability to rise above it. Congratulations, class of 2026. And if nobody has told you today, I am proud of you and I love you. We made it out the ham. Thank you.
Naya, that was a beautiful speech. Thank you for sharing it with us. Good evening, class of 2026. Let me begin by thanking all of you in attendance for joining us tonight as we gather to celebrate our graduating class during this remarkable milestone. Just so everyone here understands how special this class truly is, during our senior award ceremony alone, students received approximately $67,000 in scholarships. However, when we included additional scholarships reported by families and our students outside of the ceremony, the class of 2026 earned more than $870,000 in scholarship funding. This is Cheltenham. Graduates, did any of you ever stop to think that in September of 2012, your parents probably cried as they dropped you off the very first day of kindergarten? And for the past 13 years, they have been giving you advice, advocating for you, supporting your passions, and ultimately helping shape you into the young adult sitting before me today. Parents, thank you for that. Each month during our Student of the Month breakfast, I make it a point to personally thank our families because while amazing things happen within the walls of Cheltenham High School, the love, support, and guidance received at home help shape who they have become long before they walk through our doors each day. When I began writing this speech, I realized that that same idea is true for the entire K-12 journey. Every year, high schools are blessed with the opportunity to host graduation ceremonies and celebrate this major achievement. But we are only one part of the process. Tonight's achievement is the result of years of support, guidance, and dedication from educators across this district. We owe thanks to your elementary schools, your years at Elkins Park and Cedarbrook, and of course, all of the staff here at Cheltenham High School. I was always raised to believe that it takes a village to raise our children. And it is only fitting that during moments of celebration, we take time to acknowledge that village. Mr. Taylor, one of our beloved principals at Wyncote Elementary, is part of that village and wanted me to share this message with the class of 2026, especially those who began their educational journey here. As the Wyncote school song reminds us, Wyncote, you are the best, better than all the rest. And you, the proud graduates who started your educational path at Wyncote, embody the best of not only Wyncote, but also the Cheltenham School District. You are thoughtful, you are curious, you are musicians and athletes, writers and scientists, community leaders and performers. After all, remember that you were once butterflies, bumblebees, or ladybugs in our kindergarten show, Goin' Buggy. While I was not the principal of Wyncote when you were students there, I had the privilege of being your kindergarten teacher. Each morning, we started the day with a good morning song followed by circle time. The first thing I asked every morning was, tell us something kind you did. The responses varied from walking the dog and helping a sibling or a friend or being first-time listeners to your parents. But every single day you were able to identify something kind that you did. That is the life lesson I hope that you take away from your time in Cheltenham. It matters that you are kind. I expect nothing less from you as you set out on the next phase of your life's journey. Get off your phones. Interact with the people around you and remember that in a world where you can choose to be anything, at Wyncote, we always choose to be kind. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for being a part of the village that helped shape our students into the remarkable graduates we celebrate tonight. Another member of that village is Dr. Robinson from Glenside Elementary, who wanted me to share the following with all of you. To my very first group of fourth graders, I had the privilege of helping transition to secondary school. It feels just like yesterday you were walking the halls of elementary school full of questions, energy, and possibility. Today you sit before us as young adults, ready to take on the next chapter of your lives, and I could not be more proud of who you have become. As you move forward, my hope for you is simple. Be good humans. Lead with kindness. Stay courageous. Ask questions. Challenge assumptions. Be curious about the world and your place in it. And when someone tells you no, don't let that be the end of the story. Find the person who will tell you yes. It only takes one person to open the door, create opportunity, or help you see what is possible. Whether your next step is college, military service, the workforce, a trade, entrepreneurship, or a path not yet imagined, know that your future is bright. Believe in your gifts, trust your voice, and never underestimate the impact that you can have on others. The world needs your ideas, your talents, and your compassion and your courage. Most importantly, know that you are loved. I have always believed in you, and I always will. I expect excellence from you because I know what you are capable of becoming. Go forward with confidence, serve others well, and leave every place better than you found it. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Thank you, Dr. Robinson, for building the foundation with our scholars throughout their journey. Another important member of that village is Mr. Metcalf from Cedar Brook Middle School, who also wanted to share the following message with all of you. You were my first promoted class from Cedar Brook Middle School in 2022, and now here you are, graduates of Cheltenham High School. When I look at all that you have accomplished since leaving Cedar Brook, I am filled with tremendous pride. You excelled in academics, athletics, music, theater, service, leadership, and countless other pursuits. More importantly, you continued the tradition of what makes Cheltenham special, a commitment to excellence and a commitment to one another. As you prepare to transition out of Cheltenham High School, I want to reiterate 3 essential reminders that I shared with you back at your Cedar Brook Middle School promotion ceremony in 2022. First, be true to yourself. In a world that constantly tries to mold you into something you're not, embrace your individuality and stay true to your values. Do not allow negative influences to deter you, and do not be a negative influence on others. Staying positive is not just a choice, it is a standard we must all uphold. Remember that leadership starts from within. Before you can lead others, you must first be willing to lead yourself. That requires discipline, courage, prioritization, and character. Second, celebrate your successes, but never forget to extend a helping hand to those around you. As you reach new heights of accomplishment, remember to send the elevator back down. Your success should never exist in isolation. True success is measured not only by what you achieve, but by how many people you help along the way. Continue to support, encourage, and uplift one another so that we can all grow together. And that brings me to the last phrase many of you heard throughout your time at Cedar Brook Middle School. You are destined for greatness. I want you to remember that phrase today just as much as I wanted you to remember it in 2022. Being destined for greatness does not mean you will never face challenges. It does not mean success will always come easily. It does not mean you will never fail. Greatness is not defined by your title, your salary, or the letters after your name. Greatness is defined by your impact. Being destined for greatness means understanding that greatness already exists within you. And if the last 5 years taught us anything, It is that each and every one of you has the ability to make a meaningful impact. Class of 2026, your story is just beginning. Never forget that you are and always will be destined for greatness. Thank you, Mr. Metcalf, for all that you have done to positively impact these students throughout their journey. When I began winding down this speech, I went back and forth trying to decide what words of wisdom I wanted to leave with this graduating class. Ultimately, I realized that rather than giving advice, it was more important to further celebrate the incredible students sitting before us tonight. This class truly defines what we mean when we talk about the portrait of a graduate. They are leaders, they are entrepreneurs, they are advocates, they are not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, and they are simply remarkable young adults. To help illustrate what I mean, could I ask all the graduates who plan to attend a 2 or 4 year college, university, or trade school to please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. Could I ask all the graduates who are entering the workforce or pursuing a gap year or a service year to please stand? Thank you. You may be seated as well. Could I ask all the graduates who have chosen to serve our country through the armed forces, whether that's the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Reserves, or the National Guard, to please stand? Thank you for your willingness to serve and protect our nation and our freedoms. You may be seated. Last but certainly not least, one of my goals as principal has been to continue strengthening Cheltenham's reputation as a place of academic excellence. This year, I wanted to bring back a special recognition for students who have demonstrated exceptional academic achievement throughout their high school careers. Graduates who are listed in the program with a plus next to their name, a cross next to their names, received a special gold cord. Could all the students who earned a gold cord please stand and be recognized? Please keep standing. Everyone, please join me in acknowledging these 22 hardworking students who over the past 4 years have challenged themselves through AP honor and honors coursework, participated in dual enrollment opportunities, and maintained weighted GPAs ranging from a 4.76 to a 5.14. These students represent the top 5% of the graduating class. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, let me close by saying this. I want each and every one of you to know how proud I am to call myself your principal. Over the past 4 years, I have watched you grow into the young adults seated before me. I have watched you lead, persevere, support one another, rise to meet challenges in ways that make this entire community proud. Whether it was in the classroom, on the stage, on the field, in our clubs and activities, or simply in the hallways each day, you helped shape the culture and spirit of Cheltenham High School, and because of you, the school is a better place. On behalf of our entire high school staff, as well as the middle and elementary school educators who have supported and cheered you on from the very beginning, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Congratulations, class of 2026. We love you, we believe in you, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. Now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas.
Courtney Prosser. Emmeline Ravenel. Give me the card first. Andy Jones. Sephora Joby. Naya McKenzie. President Simone Ellison Metcalf. Nicholas Abraham. Kamal Addison Anderson. Ahmed Mohammed. Adam Alessi. Madison Alexander. Sean Alston. Kassir Anderson. Brahani Ano Hayes. Ciro Annunziata. Ahizeli Aribaman. Brianna Armstrong. Niani Azor. Mikkel Badu Newkirk. Story Bailey. Amira Banks. Jazzy Barnes. Nathaniel Batansila. Jamal Bell. Madison Bell. Cameron Belton. Jeremiah Benjamin. Nishna Benoit. Chloe Benson. Hannah Burson. Carl Bertrand. Brendan Bay Finney. Tristan Bay Finney. Asanta Bland. Sam Bluestein. Tatiana Boguslavsky. Caramel Bowden. Bella Bowden. Bowden. Tamia Bradford. Alexander Bradford. Shia Bradley. Tylib Bradsher. Skylar Brandt. Jayana Bronner. Samir Brinkley. Alex Bryson. Andre Brown. Gabriel Brown. Tamaya Brown. Wolf Brown. Isabella Brown. William Brown. Logan Brown. Sydney Brown Scott. Curdy Bruce. Christian Bryant. Ethan Buckner. Miguel Burgos. Elijah Burnley. Jayla Butler. Jamal Butler. Anaya Bird. Zaire Cabanis. Anthony Capel. Destiny Capel. Sabri Carlton. Jordan Carr. Angelo Castro Jr. Liana Chambers. Corey Chambliss. Alex Chan. Leonardo Chor. Lauren Cho. Miracle Choice. Yailin Centron Comas. Stephanie Cleghorn. Mia Clemente. World Diana Codio. Clayton Cohen Manley. Liani Collado. Natalia Colvard. Aviana Correa. Jason Crabb. Jada Craig. Daniel Crawford. Mason Crocker. Jordan Cromwell. Xavier Cruz. Tajir Colbreth Giddings. Savvy Dar. Gabriel Davidson. Shiloh Davis. Making me laugh. Ryder Davis. Destiny Davis Hunter. Laura DeBell. Eliana Deloach. Mariama Diallo. Joshua DeJulio. Hazel Dobeck. Teddy Doby. Jaden Dorsema. Jolisha Dozo. Caleb Doherty. Keen Doherty. Jeremy Duncan. Lauren Dunkley. Brendan Dunleavy. Michaela Dupree. Tobias Dutch Wendell. Essence Early. William Edgar. Jolynn Eldridge. Thomas Elliott.
Jordan Emline. Jeffrey Elston. Arden Endy. Ugona Goodness Enya. Asher Epstein. Kayla Irvin. Tamir Irwin Murray. Christian Evans. Daoud Azel. Makai Farrell. Teron Farmer. Medina Fatima. Aylin Fazio. Siani Ferguson. Oh my. Raz Ferguson. William Fishman. Leda Fleurimon. Ethan Flood. Xander Forbes. Eric Ford. Josue Francois. Sadie Funk. Bryce Gaither. Sadie Gallagher. Brianna Gardner. Julian Garofano. Olivia Garrett. Davon Gavin. Anna Victoria Bimiayata. Camille Gibson. Ciani Gonzalez. Israel Gonzalez. Royce Goodman. Johnny Gordon. Desmond Grant Legrone. Marty Green Gocking. Vivian Green. Breon Gregg. Sabrina Grisanti. Jake Grossman. Bianca Guadamuz. Mivelyn Guijon-Minier. Manaya Hackett Singleton. Gabrielle Hall. Christopher Wolf Harmon. Natalie Harmon Ward. Selena Harmon Ward. Florgetti Harris Hunter. Clara Hartwell. Elena Harvey. Jack Haugen. Samuel Heath. Cecilia Hesden. Sameem Hicks. Mark Hill Jr. Christian Henson. Jonas Holoquist. Evan Holovachuk. Ethan Romission. Nialise Hyacinth. Clement Yang. Ethan James. Celine Jean-Baptiste. Layla Jean-Louis. Alessandra Jenkins. Checo Jimenez. Devin Johnson. Julia Johnson. Kennedy Johnson. Laylia Johnson. Shaniqua Johnson. Zoe Johnson. Summer Johnson. Morel Johnston. Troy Jones. Javon Jones. Tyleek Jones. Ian Justice. Nicholas Karras. Ingrid Carey. Let me say Red is your middle name. Morgan Red Kelly. Nathan Kelly. Maram Kennerly. Hold on, there's two of them. Samira Kennerly. Justin Kim. Caleb Kinchlow. Christian Kirkland. Finn Kopp. Tessa Kunkel. Sayana Laws. Gianna Lear. Madeline Layton. Kayla Levy. Aaliyah Lewis. Dixon Lynn. Chloe Logan Stewart. Nora Lotes. Sullivan Lowing. Cameron Mack. Brooke Major. Asar Maman Morris. Charles Mansheim. Peyton Morrell. Jayla Eloria Martin. Jayla Janai Martin. Tyree Martin. Malia Massey. Marcus Matos. Ariana Myers. Christian Maza. Domenico Maza. Mokhtar Mang. Layla McCarty. Peyton McClendon. Tremont McDonald. Zayna McFarland. Matthew McGinnis. Amar McNeil. Christian McNeil. Alfonso Mears. Juliana Mejia Gonzalez. Aaliyah Mendez. Carisha Michelle. Kai Miller. Marlo Miller. Micah Millis. Men Rachel Mock. Maria Mogilewski. London Montague. Xavier Moody. Natalia Moore. Carrington Moore. Deanna Morgan. Leo Morris. Jaden Mosley. Dana Nathanson. Kira Neal. Christian Nelson. Amira Nesmith. Sanaya Newman. Naya Newton. Richard Nguyen. Ishmael Niangani. Isabella Nicosia. Nussbaum. Rachel Odinkamir. Kylie Odom. Zoe Olson. Eniolua Omasholu. Akinlulu Oniba Lucy. David Orkodashvili. Anastasia Owens. Ayana Pace. Donnie Patty. Jeanette Parks. Anani Paul. Josiah Peeler. Riley Perkins. Leonard Pierce. Vernon Piper. Ian Poole. Paige Powell. Cynthia Moon Priestley. Sadie Purcell. Sarah Wren. Christopher Raymond. Alistair Reese. Shakur Reed. Allison Reyes. I got you. Luis Reyes the fourth. Alani Riviera. Nazim Riviera. Connor Riviera. Luke Rivers. Claus Robinson. Autumn Robinson. Chelsea Robinson. Jesse Robinson. Dylan Dylan Rollins. Mickey Romano. Dominic Ruiz. King Jameer Rush. Alden Sablich. Kimora Saunders. Jacob Schwartz. Jada Selby. Yan Shen. Ethan Shin. Maya Mai Simmons. Juliana Simone. Isaiah Simpson. Chrissy Singleton. Saeen Smaller. Jaden Smiley. Brooklyn Kennedy Smith. James Jimbo Smith IV. Layla Charlie E. Smith. Zion Smith. Samaj Smith. Heaven Sneed. Jada Solomon. Shiloh Somerville. Yanel Soriano.
Congratulations, Shiloh. Congratulations.
Andrew St. John. Lucia Steele. Max Stein. Christopher Stevens. I'm saying Kenzo in the middle. Okay. Mackenzie Kenzo Stevenson. Caden Stith. Elizabeth Stryker. Carly Sullivan. Nehemiah Sidney. Joseph Taylor. Mayali Katach. Amber Thomas. Zoe Thompson. Kennedy Tolbert. Alex Torres. Sean Trainer. Benjamin Trott.
Sean. Congrats, dude.
Annie Turton. Jade Sola Turton. Samuel Tversky. Isaiah Zeke Upchurch. Ashley Vargas. Daniel Bennett. Nisi Ventura Estevez. Jaden Walker. Anaya Wallace Solomon. Linford Walter IV. Janiyah Ward. Raquel Wardlaw. Devin Warren. Henry Wasserman. Ella Watson. Christopher Watson.
Watch. Congrats, that was good.
Craig Watson. Kendall Way. Jaden Wayans. Jeremiah Webb. Ileana Wirtz. Janiyah White. Layla Wicker. Andrew Wilhelm. Azir Williams. Cameron Williams. Elijah Williams. Kyer Williams. Mason Williams. Naomi Williams. Paris Williams Ricketts. Cedric Wise. Shanye Wood. Oriana Wyatt. Ethan Yam. Jeffrey Yen. Alicia Young. Umi Young. Samantha Zimba. Eric Zorger. Emma Balaje Zuberu. Yes, Madam President.
Sorry, one moment. Okay. Good evening, parents, staff, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Simone Ellison Metcalf, and if you didn't know by now, I'm your senior class president. I want to thank you all for being here tonight to support us as the sun sets on our final day as Cheltenham High School scholars. As I reflect on the last 4 years here, the most common theme that speaks to me when I think of being a Cheltenham High School scholar is opportunity. Cheltenham has given my peers and I countless opportunities to grow as leaders, scholars, artists, and individuals. When I first began high school, like most of us, I was anxious and unsure of where I would fit in. The opportunity to join various clubs, meet other students, and gain confidence presented itself in the form of Cheltenham's diverse array of organizations. Being president of a class and having to make tough decisions for the good of my peers, working tirelessly towards academic excellence, and committing myself to community service has made me everything I am today. Without these tools, which helped me grow as an individual, I would not be speaking in front of you all tonight. Cheltenham has brought out the best qualities in me and nurtured them to the absolute fullest. So often, as high school students, we have based our worth on the results of next week's match, last week's test scores, and the impending doom of final exams. We are a class that has endured countless schedule changes with the addition and removal of community lunch, the never-ending fire drills we were plagued with our freshman year, and who can forget our sixth grade promotion ceremony through COVID. But here's the reality. We are resilient. And more importantly, our school community offers so much more than the blunders that we so often hyperfixate on. School shapes our lives far beyond the academic playing field. Lifelong skills such as time management, balancing stressful classes with social activities, learning how to advocate for yourself in the face of perceived unfairness, and gaining the confidence to speak your mind are what truly makes this school a cradle for learning beyond the academic field. While we may not be proficient in all of these categories, it is once again the opportunity that we are thankful for, the chance to be better prepared for our futures. Cheltenham as a community has the unique privilege of standing apart from the neighboring communities in various ways. For one, a large demographic of our educators are individuals who live in or grew up in Cheltenham and are hungry to see it succeed. They believe to their core that we as Cheltenham scholars are destined for greatness. This cultivates an environment that encourages you to look at the teachers running your classes and the adults running your buildings and aspire to be a successful product of the Cheltenham community as well. The exceptional pillars that we build ourselves upon, such as diversity, equity, and inclusion, give us the privilege of living in a community which values all that along with the qualities that make up us as young adults, the content of our character. The class of 2026 has worked incredibly hard these last 4 years. We have maintained academic excellence with a large percentage of our scholars receiving honor roll during their senior year. And we can only anticipate that our potential will continue to grow from here as we have a multitude of scholars exploring various pathways. My fellow graduates and I have our pick of assorted post-secondary education pathways, whether we are joining a trade or the military, or committing to HBCUs, Ivy League, state, or community college educations. We are all incredibly grateful to be a part of a diversified class that is endlessly reaching for the stars. It is undoubtedly true that this year has been filled with various hardships and success alike. But in all these conflicting emotions, one thing remains certain. And that is the commitment that our class has exhibited to persevering through these hardships and realizing that giving up is way harder than trying. I want to thank the educators of Cheltenham School District, who have played a massive role in the lives of this year's graduating class. I also want to thank all of the parents who have supported their scholars and will continue to raise them to higher levels of success throughout life. One of the most important things my parents taught me was the ability to stand on this stage tonight and address my class as we come to a close on our time as Cheltenham scholars. Before the turning of the tassel, which I know you're all eager for, I'd like to leave you all with a quote from the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, which I believe speaks to the successful futures of all the graduates here today. You'll look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you may say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there, in the wide, open air. Out there, things can happen, and usually do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. To the Cheltenham High School class of 2026, it's our time to start happening too. Please rise and join me on the count of 3 in turning our tassels from the right of our caps to the left. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Thank you, everyone, for your participation and being here tonight to celebrate our seniors. Congratulations, class of 2026. We have our alma mater playing by our band. And good evening, good night. We love you.